Hello, everybody. Okay, I think we're recording. Hello, everybody. This is Thomas Mudge, author of A Practical Guide to Fantastic Fluency, helping students learn English every day around the world. And this is a vocabulary building lesson. So in this vocabulary building lesson, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at levels of difficulty. So levels of difficulty, maybe you probably already know some levels: easy, medium, difficult. There you go. But let's try to enrich that vocabulary a little with some fantastic vocabulary building today. So let's look at this. And again, we have levels of fluency. And in this lesson, we can clearly see that we start from the easiest to the most difficult. So let's check this out. We start from easy, basic. Most of you will know that. A piece of cake. So this is easy. This is basic. This is a piece of cake. So something that is super easy. And then we increase the level of difficulty, and then it becomes okay, normal, not bad. How was it? It was okay. It was normal. It wasn't bad. It was not bad. And again, we're talking about the levels of difficulty. So maybe this was a test, an examination. Maybe this could have been your day. How was your day? It was okay. It was normal. It wasn't bad. If we increase the level of difficulty, we now have challenging, demanding, complicated. If this is new for you, you should repeat after me. Challenging, demanding, complicated. So this is not necessarily bad. This is okay. We're increasing, having more difficulty, but when something is challenging and demanding, and maybe even a little complicated, that's not bad, because that's how we build our competency. We build our skills and ability in these situations at this level. Let's make it more difficult, because maybe after a little while it becomes easier. So increasing the intensity to make something difficult, hard, tough. Difficult, hard, tough. So again, not necessarily a bad thing. You want to be doing something that's not easy, but if you do it for too long, it's not very good. It has the opposite results. It's counterproductive. It's not going to be helping you. If you do something difficult or something that is hard or something that is tough for a long amount of time, that's not good. If we increase the difficulty even more, are you ready? Let's go. We have daunting, intimidating, and formidable. So if you can please repeat after me, if this is new vocabulary. Daunting. No, you. Good. Daunting. Intimidating. How many syllables? Intimidating. 5 syllables. Formidable. Okay, so at this level, it is extremely difficult. It's very difficult. And this is the vocabulary that we can use for something that is like that. And the very last, we have overwhelming, devastating, crushing. So again, this is the most difficult. These are some good words that you could be using to express that. Overwhelming. You could almost even say, like, well, impossible, but nothing is impossible. So let's not say that, but almost impossible. Like at this level, you need help. Help is necessary. Okay, so let's check this out in sentences. So we'll start with easy, basic, and a piece of cake, and then we'll work up from there. Okay, so in sentences, we see this wasn't that hard at all. Actually, it was easy. Or actually, it was basic. Actually, it was a piece of cake. And if you notice, naturally, I don't say a piece of cake. I say a piece of cake. A piece of cake. A piece of cake. If you say it really quickly, a piece of cake. It sounds like a pizza. Mamma mia. Pepperoni pizza. A pizza cake. Well, not really, but almost. A piece of cake. A piece of cake. It's easy, super easy. Okay, let's increase the level of difficulty. In this case, it's still pretty easy. Overall, by and large, I think most people thought it was okay. Overall, I think most people thought it was normal. Or overall, I think most people, not everybody, but most people thought it was not bad. It wasn't good, but it was okay. It was normal. It wasn't bad. Okay, let's increase the level of intensity. More difficult, please. I enjoy my job, but the first few months were challenging. I enjoy my job now, but the first few months were demanding. Or the first few months were complicated. Like you're learning new responsibilities and you're learning, what is required of you and what you need to do and working with different people. And it can be very challenging to learn that, very demanding, very complicated. Okay, but maybe now, at first, the person's job was challenging and now it's a piece of cake. Or it's easy because they have increased their skills and abilities. Okay, let's continue. The next one, difficult, hard, tough. Wow, that was difficult. Yeah, that was hard. That was tough. More than I thought it would be. So that wasn't easy. And it was tougher or harder or more difficult than I thought it would be. It was difficult. Okay, let's increase the level of difficulty, the intensity. Daunting, intimidating, formidable. Learning a new language can be daunting. Learning a new language can be intimidating. Learning a new language can be formidable, as well as time-consuming. So we have two adjectives being used. The first part is talking about the levels of difficulty, and the second part is talking about the complications of time. So it's going to be taking your time. It's time-consuming. Time-consuming, something that is not quick. It takes a long time. It's time-consuming. So usually that is not easy. If it was easy, it would be quick. But learning a new language can be daunting as well as time-consuming. What do you think? What language would that be? Maybe English, maybe Chinese, maybe Spanish, maybe every language is daunting as well as time-consuming. You need to put all of your effort and energy into learning more and more and more, always, with language and with everything. Okay, and the last one here, overwhelming, devastating, crushing. For some employees, the company merger was overwhelming. The company merger, one company merging with another company to have one company, two companies coming together. The company merger was overwhelming. The company merger was devastating. The company merger was crushing. So maybe a lot of people lost their jobs or there was uncertainty. So it was a very difficult situation. And, It was difficult to deal with. They needed help. So for some people, it was like this. For others, maybe it was daunting or intimidating or formidable. For others, maybe it was, difficult, hard, tough, but it was okay. Maybe for others, it was a piece of cake, a piece of cake, a piece of cake. Who knows? But anyways, this is all excellent vocabulary that you can use when you're describing difficult situations, or when you're describing easy situations, any situation and the level of difficulty. Easy, medium, difficult. That's a little basic. Okay, good. So now what I would suggest you do is make your own sentences. Take 5 minutes or 4 minutes or 3 minutes, maybe 5. And with the new vocabulary, and even the vocabulary that you already knew, but maybe you don't use a lot, write sentences, make sentences using your own life as a reference and your own experiences as a reference. So maybe for me, learning Spanish was challenging. Maybe for you, it was learning, I don't know, English or doing something. It might be different. We're all different people. So write sentences now using your own life as a reference and your own experiences. You can do this with a pen and paper, on your keyboard, on your notepad, with your on your laptop. But you need to make the sentences now. So take 5 minutes and do that now. And that concludes this lesson of vocabulary building. So I thank you for your time again, and I'll see you next lesson. Thanks.